So guys, I really hope you guys are having a good day today, man. If you haven't, go outside, get you some sun, bro. Lay down, go talk to that girl that you really like in class, man. Always remember, bro, you gotta learn from your mistakes, man. So thank me later. But guys, y'all know we have to keep the trend going. Right now, we're currently making a series about the 2024 NBA draft. I recently made a video about the top point guards to watch in the draft, and I also made my overall top 10 list or top 10 mock to the 2024 NBA draft. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you guys watch those videos after this one. But in this specific video that you're watching right now, we're gonna be taking a look at the top bigs to watch in college and also in the 2024 NBA draft. So make sure you guys comment down below, who do you personally feel like is the best center slash big slash power forward? Also drop some bigs that we need to be watching out for. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, it helps out the channel, bro. With all that being said, guys, let's go get straight into this video. So guys, boom, let's go and get straight into this video. And at the number 5 spot, guys, I have to go with my boy Zach Edey from Purdue. Now, if you guys don't know, Zach Edey is actually the reigning National Player of the Year. He won that award a season ago, and right now he's actually projected to go second round, 57th overall in this up and coming draft. But I ain't gonna lie, I definitely feel like he has potential to actually go higher in this draft if he can improve on certain areas of the floor. Just right now, from what we've seen from Zach, I mean, being a 7-foot monster, unstoppable force, I definitely feel like you can make the argument. Honestly, it might not even be an argument. I feel like we all can agree that Zach Edey is easily the most dominant big and dominant force in college basketball right now. As you can see, he's currently averaging 23 points and close to 12 rebounds on 60% shooting from the field with a respectable 70% from the free throw line. And it just always surprises me. I'm sure other people probably would agree that I just always question, why do NBA GMs and bigs just never give opportunities of players that are 7'4", 7'3", or bigger that are the size like Zach Edey. I mean, I know typically players that are that size typically don't have the mobility, they aren't as fast, they can't necessarily shoot outside, they don't really play with much IQ, they kind of just rely on their size and their strength. But I feel like when you have a player that is 7'4" and has a skill level like Zach Edey, you kind of have to take a chance on him. In my personal opinion, anytime I watch this man Zach Edey, he kind of reminds me of those old school bigs that you see back in the day, players that, you know, like to back down players, pause, score most of their points by putbacks, and even just cleaning up misses by his teammates. Zach Edey is also good at doing the little Jokic tip putback. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about if you've seen Jokic. Anytime he gets a rebound, he doesn't necessarily try to put the ball back until he kind of just tips it until he gets it in a position to easily put the ball back into the hole. I think Zach Edey is very similar to that in that aspect. And I definitely feel like that's one of the main reasons why he's so dominant on the collegiate level. And I feel like the main part of his game that I know scouts really love is definitely his defensive presence. I feel like there's really not much to say other than the fact that he's 7'4" and 300 pounds. But like I said, if you were to watch him, his rim protection is honestly insane. And there's a huge reasons why anybody that plays Purdue has to rely on scoring and shooting from the perimeter or even out there from the three-point line, because anytime you have a guy like Zach Edey at that size, it's going to make it hard for those guards and even those wings and even those bigs to actually score over an anchor like Zach Edey. But like I said, I think at worst, Zach Edey will be a good rim protector in the NBA. And if you guys aren't aware too, Zach actually only started playing basketball in his sophomore year in high school. And since then, he's continued to elevate his game and improve in so many areas. So if he is able to get drafted, I definitely feel like the sky is the limit. Now at number 4, guys, I do believe that Kyle Filipowski is a big to watch in college and also the NBA draft. Right now, he's actually projected to go 12th overall in the draft, and I definitely feel like that's around the right spot for him. In my recent video, I personally had him within the top 10, and like I said, that's around the area where I see a lot of other mock drafts putting Kyle Filipowski. But I mean, at 7 feet, guys, with the mobility that he has, the shooting touch, the passing skills, the ability to take the ball and lead transitions, I feel like all those things are just good traits to have at that size whenever you are trying to go to the NBA. Right now, Kyle Filipowski looks like he's averaging around 19 points and 8 rebounds on 56% shooting from the field. And as much as I thought that he was actually ready to go to the NBA last season, he actually surprised everybody, announced that he was actually going to be returning to Duke. And I know a lot of people may think that's a mistake, but I mean, I feel like he's honestly gotten better in so many areas. I mean, I think you'll see the most improvements on the offensive side of the ball. You'll see that he's super efficient in areas like cuts, putbacks, transition points. And like I said earlier, the fact that he has the ability to get a rebound and push the ball in transition, and he's a respectable dribbler that usually makes the right reads and usually makes the right decision, that's a huge reason why I think Kyle Filipowski is one of the best bigs in college basketball. And another thing too, I really love the fact that he's a very active and engaging player. He doesn't really take possessions off. And I know most people would be surprised to see a big man getting most of his points by cuts and shooting a higher percentage on those type of baskets. But I definitely feel like that says a lot about how much energy he brings to the offense side of the ball. And you'll even see too that his 3-point shooting has increased by 5% over last season. So like I said, Kyle Filipowski, definitely one of the best bigs in this draft. Now at number 3, guys, I have to go with my boy Big Z from Kentucky. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but I'm just pop it up on the screen. If you know, you know. But if you guys don't know, Big Z is one of Kentucky's big men that we haven't had a chance to see play for Kentucky this season. Just based on recent reports, we really don't know when exactly we're going to see Big Z play for Kentucky this season, just because the NCAA hasn't had a chance to clear his status to play college basketball. But one thing that we just cannot deny, bro, if Big Z gets to play for Kentucky, I ain't gonna lie, bro, maybe a rack for Kentucky to win the national title this year. But on the bright side, just speaking a little bit about Big Z's game, 7'3" monster that plays with that international forte that I know NBA GMs just love. You'll see right now he's projected to go 20th overall in this up and coming draft, and I do think that is pretty respectable. I still think there's a lot of room to grow for Big Z, but the upside that he does have is literally insane. I mean, he's an emerging perimeter player that has the ability to stretch the floor even at the 3-point line. And although he is 7'3", he's really not the slowest player out there on both sides. He has a very solid frame. He's very good at setting pick and rolls. And once he does get the ball in those pick and roll situations, he usually makes the right reads to either attack the rim, shoot it from 3, or even just putting his teammates in positions to put the ball in the hole. I just think with a player like Big Z, he's a player that you're kind of betting on to turn into something special in the league. I've even seen some people saying that he has all-star potential. If you just watch him a few times, I don't think you can deny that. But yeah, like I said, Big Z, definitely one of the best bigs in this draft. Now at number 2, guys, I have to put my boy Aaron Bradshaw from Kentucky. Now I know we haven't had a chance to see Aaron Bradshaw play for Kentucky this season due to an injury, but just based on the recent reports that we've been seeing for Kentucky, he's actually the big that I feel like we might see suit up for Kentucky within the next month or 2. But regardless, even if he doesn't play, just based on the small sample size that we've seen from Aaron Bradshaw, I just feel like you cannot pass up on a 7-foot center that can stretch the floor out that far and is also a great rim protector at the rim. I know right now he's projected to go 6th overall in this up-and-coming draft, and I think that says a lot about what scouts think about Aaron Bradshaw. Like I said, just based on what we've seen from Aaron on the high school level, I definitely feel like he showed flashes of being a great defensive anchor for Camden a season ago. Like I said, long and lengthy with the 7'4" wingspan, it's really going to be hard for even NBA players to score over Aaron Bradshaw. And although he is a little bit skinny on the defensive side of the ball, and he kind of reminds me of those Chet Holmgrens, Wembenyamas, I know most of those players are typically on the skinnier end and they will get back down on pause. Those players do a good job at recovering by using their wingspan and their length to alter and block shots. So I don't think Aaron Bradshaw is going to struggle in that area. So I do think he's going to be just fine. I also feel like Aaron Bradshaw is a huge threat when it comes to the pick and roll sides of things, just because he can finish at the rim very, very well. And he can also shoot it from the 3-point line. Just based on what we saw at Camden in those full games, I think you can definitely say that Aaron Bradshaw is a respectable 3-point shooter. And the main thing that I really love about Aaron is the fact that this man is mean, bro. Like, this man is not scared to dunk on a player. He's not scared of no defender. He will try to put somebody on a poster. He will try to put somebody on a body bag. And I just feel like he brings a different level of energy that NBA teams need. And I think that's going to be the main reason why he's so successful in the NBA. But like I said, just like with Big Z, if Kentucky were to get Aaron Bradshaw, like I said, just wrap it up, bro. So guys, boom, at the number 1 spot, I feel like we can all agree that Alex Sarr is the best big prospect in this draft. Right now, he's projected to go number 1 overall according to NBA DraftNet. And like I said, there's really no denying the potential and the upside that you're going to get when you draft a guy like this. I think the fact that you can put him either at the 4 or the 5, the versatility really just speaks for itself. You'll notice that he caught a lot of NBA GM's attention when he went up against the NBA G League Ignite team and dropped 26 points and 10 rebounds and 6 blocks while going head to head with Ron Holland and Max Buzelis. I've even seen people already saying that Alex Sarr is the next unicorn just because he's so agile agile and mobile, and he has a great touch with the ball. And I actually do agree that he could really turn into something special if he goes to the right team. I know right now he's only 18 years of age and he's going to be 19 whenever he does get drafted. And I even saw a report that said that Alex Sarr is kind of built like a wing, and I think that is going to help him be able to be a switchable type of big that can guard multiple positions. So he's really never going to be a liability on the offensive side of the ball or even on the defense side of the ball as well. But like I said, if you were to watch him, this man can really do everything on the floor pretty solidly, shooting the ball, protecting the rim, pick and rolls, cutting to the basket, playing off the ball. There's really so much to love about Alex Sarr, but I really want to know what you guys think about Alex being projected as the #1 pick and player in this draft. But guys, like I said, that's my list to the top bigs in the 2024 NBA draft and also in college. Please let me know if you guys agree with my list and even some players that I might have missed. To all my Ade Mara fans out there, I'm really sorry I couldn't put him in the top 5, but I can't put everybody in the top 5. So like I said, let me know down below what you guys think. Please let me know if you guys want a wing addition to this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.